Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. My name is Anna Mardol. I have not updated in a couple days because I fell down the hole of Griffin's awesome Let's Plays of Endless Summer, and then of course I had to play Endless Summer myself and make different choices, and so I've been distracted. If you're not following Griffin's Let's Plays, you totally should. I'll leave a link in the comments, but they're really good, and so that's why I'm behind. So today we're going to do chapter 7 of The Crown and the Flame, book 2. To get into Zenobia's castle, Kenna will have to make a deal with the deadly adder of Lykos. Meanwhile, Dom takes his fire training to the spirit world. Okay, so that's interesting. When we last left off, as you all probably remember, Kenna is in the city of Lykos, which is being run by Zenobia, who is Luther's daughter, and she wants to get into Zenobia's and hers party, in order to, I guess, do reconnaissance in order to figure out how to take Lykos down. I'm not quite sure. I think we're running into kind of a little wee bit of a problem where to have a story that works on an individual level, you need to have stuff that 2 or 3 or 4 people can accomplish alone, when normally taking over a city would be, a big enough undertaking that a couple of people aren't going to make a big difference. So it's a little contrived, but then again, so is most fiction. So is all fiction, technically contrived, isn't it? So let's get started. Chapter 7, The Thieves of Lykos. Oh, and as you remember, the adder of Lykos, the head thief, is Raiden's sister, which he didn't seem terribly happy about. So maybe we can fix their relationship? That would be nice. I want her at our wedding. Okay, now playing as Kenna. I really love the visual effects in these games, by the way. They are so pretty. If you've been watching Griffin's Endless Summer, it is gorgeous. There's like a scene at the beach with like a flying butterfly rainbow seahorse thingy, and it's just the prettiest thing ever. And like all the little what do you call it, images here, there's always like a glow of the lantern over here down above the barrel, and up in the sky there's, I don't know if that's supposed to be lightning or raindrops or something, but there's some kind of sky effect, and I like it. I wish I could turn off the tap to continue prompt, because yeah, I know, game, but okay, anyway, sorry. Now playing as Kenna. You, Annalise, Raiden, Rowan, and Val make your way down the dark streets of Lykos. So, just to recap, that's 3 queens, but nobody said we needed to dress like peasants this time, despite the fact that you would think a princess like Zenobia would at least be aware of what we look like. Okay, it's alright. We're going on. Move with it. Go with it. Okay, there we go. If we're going to get help infiltrating Hex's lab, we need to meet with your sister soon, Raiden. How much farther to this meeting place? Not far. It's a tavern just up the path. It smells like a trap to me. It could very well be. We must be cautious. Most of Adder's meetings begin and end with bloodshed. That is not reassuring, Raiden of Aurelia. It was not intended to be. After all, Adder and I parted ways on uneasy terms. Uneasy like she isn't speaking to you? No, I reject this. I reject the idea that Annalise and Raiden are not close enough for Annalise to already know all of this. So we're just going to pretend Kenna said that. Uneasy like she isn't speaking to you? Uneasy as in she threatened to cut me many times with one of her poison daggers if she ever saw me again. What? Then what are we doing here? With you, I might add. Like, we could still see her, we just don't need to take you to her presence to get killed. Trying to win the coming war. My sister is our only edge. Although I am admittedly surprised she agreed to meet. It could be she has finally forgiven me. Or that she wants to use your guts for decorations. It's a risk, but one we have to take. As you walk by, a cloaked beggar woman reaches out her hand. Oh! Beggars are very common here. We should move on. No, I'm gonna give her coins. As you reach down to give the woman a coin, her hand snakes out and latches onto your wrist. What the? The beggar's cloak falls away as she stands to full height. How very kind of you. I love her already. Look at her! Adder! Brother. Adder whistles and thugs stream out of the hidden alleys. I'm beginning to hate your sister, Raiden. You're joining a very large club. Adder twists your arm. And that hurts? We're like a special warrior who fights with millions of weapons effortlessly well. And aims a kick at your side. I should dodge? You nimbly dodge to the side, and Adder's kick misses. She's thrown off balance and staggers forward. You're faster than you look. Thanks. I guess Raiden's probably told you all about me. I'm starting to get a real clear picture. Adder twists her fingers, and suddenly 2 gleaming daggers appear in her hands. He mentioned you're good with blades. He's wrong. I'm amazing with them. Adder moves, as if to throw one of the daggers at you. Reflexively, you duck. Suddenly, Adder is standing right next to you, her dagger at your throat. Looks like I've got the upper hand. We have enough prestige to disarm her. You overlooked one thing, Adder. And what's that? I'm too fast for you to stop me. You feint to the side and jab Adder's wrist with your fist. Hey! Before she can stop you, you're holding the dagger to her throat. You were saying? I call off your thugs. Adder whistles sharply. Her lackeys immediately stand down. There. Now I gave specific instructions for no one to be hurt, so no harm done, right? No harm done? Stab her, Kenna. She deserves it. Adder, we came here to make a deal with you. The first step for that is trust. You step back and hand her dagger back to her, handle first. Well, well. You are full of surprises. So you'll hear us out? You stroll into my city with a mercenary, a Thorngate archer, a woman dressed head to toe in gold, and my idiot brother. Not to mention the fleet you've concealed a few miles up the coast. And then you get the drop on me and my talented crew. No small task. So yes, you have my attention. Use it wisely. Why is Annalise wearing gold from head to toe on our covert mission into Lykos? At least they didn't make me spend diamonds on peasant outfits for everyone. Now playing as Dom. You and Sei are beginning your fire training in Sei's village under the tutelage of Sei's grandfather, Anu. The village around Anu's cottage bustles with activity. It's nice to see this place under better circumstances. You saved our people, both of you. For that, you should feel proud. Anu lights a fire with a flick of his hand and sits down in the middle of it. That's one way to stay warm. He makes 2 new fires, one on either side of him. Sit. I'll pass, thanks. That seems uncomfortable. God, Slowlander, sometimes you are pathetic. You say that, but I notice you haven't sat either. Sit now, please. Okay. Concentrating, you sit down in the fire. The flames surround you, and you feel the tiniest bit of warmth. Ugh, I cannot believe a lowlander is braver than I am. Save follows after you, sitting in the fire and doing everything she can to avoid looking at you. I wasn't brave, I just assumed this was a thing everyone did, and I was falling behind. But yay! I guess trusting is like bravery. What a great day! Shut up. Anu clears his throat, and you and Say quiet down. You are about to enter the spirit world. There, you will encounter all manner of spirits. Some living, some dead, and some who are in between. In order to survive, you must control your emotions, which will, in turn, control your fire. Isn't our fire controlled by anger? Anger is the strongest emotion. It is chiefly how Say channels her fire. You can stop calling me that now. But in truth, all your emotions contribute to your ability. You must learn to detach yourself from them entirely, especially while in the spirit world. Why is that? Emotions push your fire outward. If you feel nothing, that fire stays within. It protects you. But when you lose control, you lose that protection and become vulnerable. Lose control in the spirit world, and you'll be burned in the real one. So I'm sitting in fire, preparing to encounter ghosts, yet if I feel anything while doing so, I could die. That is a blunt way of putting it, but yes. Well, I guess that still sounds better than training with Say. If I see you in the spirit world, Lowlander, I will kill you myself. Well, ready to begin? Am I allowed to ask questions? I don't know what will happen if I ask questions. I'm gonna ask questions. This seems important. Why are we going to the spirit world? The spirit world will tell you who you are. It will expose your flaws. Only when you learn to fix those flaws will you find your dragon. That's what I'm here for. Good. Ready to begin? Oh, I can do more. Why are we doing this in fire? For thousands of years, we who carry the flame have communicated with the world beyond. We have always used fire as a bridge between this world and the next. I understand. Good. Wait, I can ask one more. So what was Say like as a little girl? What does that have to do with the spirit world? Nothing, but there's a chance I could die, and before that happens, I want to know what little Say was like. Call me that again, and you'll be dying much sooner than you think. Enough. Oh. I didn't think we could ruffle him. Anu's fire rises high into the air, the flames blindingly white. He takes a deep breath, and the fire subsides. Both of you must remain calm and centered before you enter the spirit world. This is not the time for levity. Sorry. Serves you right. Nor for outbursts of anger. Now, no more questions? None. Let's do this. Close your eyes and breathe calmly. You take a deep breath and close your eyes. You open your eyes and find yourself on an ethereal path, fire and brimstone raging all around you. In the distance, a shadowy figure approaches, wrapped in flame. It comes closer, the face resolving into... Oh shit, it's Bartel. I destroyed the only family you ever had. And now I'll kill you too. So is it just canon that Rose is dead? Like, are we never going to talk about Rose again and how I saved her? Your blood begins to boil. You rush forward along the path, seeing an axe underfoot. No, I don't think this is a good idea, but I don't see another option. You scoop it up, closing the distance between you and Bartel. Come and get me. I'm going to enjoy watching you suffer. So you can remember Tristan's betrayal, or we can think of Say. So let's do that one. You think of Say, remembering what is real, and some of the anger inside you subsides. This isn't real. Bartel is dead. If it's not real, explain this. Bartel raises a bow and quickly fires an arrow. It whips through the air, piercing your shoulder. And hurts. Such a satisfying sound. The sound of you screaming. You push through the pain, moving forward, closer to Bartel. So you can think of Anu, or you can remember Margaret's death. So we'll think of Anu. You remember Anu's guidance. I have to control my emotions or I'll burn. He doesn't know what you've been through. He doesn't know what I did to your little pet bird. Blood runs down your body from the wound in your shoulder. You struggle forward, almost reaching Bartel. We can remember your hawk's death, or we can think of Kenna. You think of Kenna. She's the reason I'm training in the first place. Flames around the axe grow, dancing furiously across the blade. That's not what I expected. With the axe alight with fire, you reach Bartel. There's nothing you can do to me that you haven't already done. You confidently swing the axe at Bartel's head, and he shatters into 1,000 pieces. You're nothing to me. Ow! 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 The fire begins to burn you. Anu throws his hand out, extinguishing the flames. Are you hurt, Lowlander? I'm alright, I think. But I don't understand. Why did I burn? You failed to observe your surroundings. But I beat Bartel. I won. That was not a victory. Your training is over. You are not ready for the next step. Oh no. You're wrong, Master Anu. I can't handle more. I have to. Anu points to the mountains looming over the village. You cannot. The next step is going to the spirit world while sitting in the lava of the mountain. I am sorry, but I will not be instrumental in your death. Can we try the fireplace once more? Wait, does everybody get it right the first time? Screw you, Anu. Now playing as Kenna. You and your allies are in the middle of a tense meeting with the Outer of Lykos. We know Zenobia is throwing a ball at the palace tomorrow, and it sounds like security will be minimal. If you can get us into that ball, it should be easy enough to slip away and find Hex's secret lab. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we want to go. Oh, sweetie, you really don't know anything about Lykos, do you? You don't need my help to sneak into the ball. A child could do it. So, we won't need your help after all? However, getting into the ball won't get you into Hex's lab. The Grand Hall is in a separate building from the castle proper. Believe me, Zenobia's new bodyguard will make sure every door of the main palace is locked up tight to keep the princess's guests from wandering where they shouldn't. Oh. Besides, what you require goes beyond mere infiltration. If all you wanted was to get into Hex's lab and steal something, that would be simple. But that's not all we want. We have to remove Zenobia from power so she can't support her father during the coming battle. I understand. To accomplish such lofty goals, you'll need to place an agent inside Zenobia's inner circle. This is not easily done, but it's not impossible. Does that mean we can count on you, sister? For a price? Everything in Lykos has a price. Just name it, darling. If there's one thing we're not lacking, it's gold. Not every price is measured in gold, darling. What I want is more personal. Zenobia Navraki will be wearing a very particular sapphire necklace at the ball tonight. I want you to go to the ball and steal the necklace right off Zenobia's dainty little neck. Wait, the same ball you said it was pointless for us to attend? Not if you want my help. Like I said, it shouldn't be difficult to get in, provided you can kill a few guards without anyone noticing. Wait, we don't want to kill guards. That would tip them off that something's going on. We'll manage. Not armed like that, you won't. If you want to sneak weapons into the Grand Hall, you'll need something a little more discreet. Oh, here we go. Adder holds out her dagger to you, hilt first. You'd let me take it? You only need to break the skin, and your opponent will fall. It's as deadly as it is beautiful. You can borrow it, but like I said, everything in Lykos has a price. Yay! Alright, here we go. I said we'd do a, full, complete 17 diamond playthrough. It's very pretty. It's red and dangerous. I trust this will be worth the price. It will. Just as long as I'm sure I can trust you. With a sharp tongue like that, maybe I was wrong about you needing a dagger. And now I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave you to prepare yourself. Adder gives a subtle nod of her head, and her thugs melt into the shadows. Have we been talking in the middle of the street? With one last coy smile, she follows suit. She must like you. I've never seen her part with one of her fangs before. Well, she sure seems to like Kenna better than you. The way she first glared at you, I thought she was going to slit your throat for a moment. What happened between you two? It's a long story. There'll be time for that later. You heard Adder, it's time to go shopping. That's not exactly what she... Time to go shopping. Come now. She can't go to a royal masquerade ball dressed like this. Hey now, I'm standing right here. I suppose a disguise will be necessary. Many people in the Five Kingdoms know Kenna's face. I see a shop down the street selling simple clothes. Perhaps we could disguise you as a kitchen servant? Don't listen to him, Kenna. I have a better plan. Annalise pulls you over to a dress shop on the other side of the street. Look, that gown in the window is gorgeous, and there's even a mask to match. This would make an excellent disguise. You'd be able to attend the ball as a guest. One of us could escort you. Oh, Kenna, it would be so much fun. It's been ages since we've gone to a party together. So our options are free kitchen maid with my face completely bare, or a masked gown that costs 25. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna pay the diamonds. I don't think Zenobia would let a kitchen maid get close enough to her to take a sapphire necklace off her chest, and besides, this leaves my face completely exposed, whereas obviously this doesn't. It is a masked ball, right? We won't be the only ones doing it. How do I look? breathtaking. Kenna, you're a vision. Good. Hopefully I won't draw too much attention. I know what you mean, but Kenna, in that dress you will be drawing all the attention. None of the suspicion, but definitely the attention. And we'll be there with you, of course. We should be able to blend in with the nobility. Yeah, we all will. I got most of the blood off my armor and everything. Annalise stares at Val and Rowan. Perhaps our time would be better spent updating the others on the plan. They'll want to know what happened, right, Val? She's a queen. She's a princess. She's been to plenty of balls. Although, again, I note that she probably shouldn't be at this one because she should be recognizable. Fine, it's just... Be careful. We'll be back before you know it. Later that night, you, Raiden, and Annalise follow a crowd of nobles into the Grand Hall. Your group falls back from the others as they descend a sweeping staircase toward the ballroom. At the bottom of the stairs, guards check the guests' invitations and search them for weapons. How is this supposed to work? All the elegant lords and ladies of Lykos are here in their finest. Oh, Raiden, it feels like home. Lykos is nothing like Aurelia. We must stay cautious. Do you see any sign of our target? You search the room. At the far end, something catches your eye. Helene, this masquerade ball is our finest celebration yet. Yes, the fact that half of your guests are wearing masks is certainly a charming new difficulty for your guards to contend with. I love Helene. There she is, Zenobia Navraki, with Helene right by her side. Should we be worried? Helene knows us. In this crowd, she won't notice us, especially while she shadows Zenobia so closely. As long as we are careful, there shouldn't be a problem. So we've just got to steal the necklace without her noticing, and without drawing suspicion from Helene or any of the other dozens of guards or the hundreds of nobles here. This won't be easy. We'll have to take out those 3 guards on the stairs, quickly and quietly. Take them out? There's a crowd! Nobody's gonna notice. What? Think we can pull it off? If anyone can, darling, it's us. Let's hope you're right. You linger conspicuously on the landing until the guards at the bottom of the stairs notice you. They leave their post, approaching you with hands on their weapons. Excuse me. You don't mind telling me why you're loitering up here instead of joining the festivities? Loitering? Perish the thought. We were simply waiting for invitations. Now. Here we go. That was an unfair cutaway. Now playing as Dom. You're hunting in the forest when Say approaches. Lowlander, we have plenty of meat in the village. What are you doing out here? What's it look like? It looks like you're standing upwind from all the animals, attempting to sneak up on an unsuspecting tree. You really know how to cheer a guy up. I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here because I don't know why. Admit it. You care about me. You actually like me, don't you? You've already been burnt once today. I don't think you want to be burned a second time. Alright, I won't press the issue. So, why are you here? I told you. I don't know. You passed your test, didn't you? I did. But that shouldn't matter. What do you mean? Every path is different. Some become masters of the flame in days, others in years. You failed that test, but that doesn't mean you failed altogether. I guess I am here to tell you not to give up, Lowlander. Your cause is a good one. That means a lot coming from you, Say. Say puts her hand on your shoulder, then leaves. All is still in the forest. Then you hear a rustling in the brush. 2 dark figures come at you fast. Halt! Take another step and you'll die where you stand. Dom, don't shoot! Or roast us alive for that matter. We'll... Ha! Look at this coward shake. Severin! Jackson? Severin? What in the 3 hells are you doing here? They step out of the brush. Jackson barely able to catch his breath. Kenna sent us. The battle against Luther. It's happening soon. Everyone's gathering at the Wolf's Mouth. Battle is coming. We need you. She needs you, and she needs you now. We have to head back tonight. Wait, I don't trust this. I can't go. Not now. What? Why not? I'm not ready. To hell's with ready. Just tell Kenna I'll try to be there soon. Try to be there soon. There's something I have to do first. Are those really Will and Severin? As the sun sets, you sneak out of the mountain. Whoa, you sneak out of the village and head up the mountain towards the tallest peak. I don't need a master to beat my demons. I'll do it alone if I have to. I don't think this is a good idea, Dom. I will find my dragon. For myself. For the army. For Kenna. This is like the opposite of not being emotional. Yeah. You made a deal with the infamous Adder of Lykos. You borrowed Adder's poison dagger. You'll be able to use it at the masquerade ball and it will be available to you in the final battle. Spoilers. You disguised yourself as an elegant masked noble to get into the festivities. You stayed calm in the spirit world and defeated the spirit of Bartel. Anu may not think so, but you know you're ready to return. Okay? Okay. Okay. And that's our army score. 165 of 165. So that was chapter 7. And we'll pick up chapter 8 in the next video is what we'll do. So I'm still a little confused about, it's gotten so deep. We're trying to get into Hex's lab to see what she's doing, I think, and figure out why or how she burned the foundry down. I think. And so we're stealing a necklace to pay the adder so she will get us into the lab. And with that, we'll know what weapons Luther has so that we can fight him. Did I get that right? I think I got that right. Yeah. And gosh, how many chapters are in this? Continue on. We got 1 diamond. Why do I have so many keys? That doesn't make any sense. That can't be right. What happened? Okay, anyway, so it's 16. So we're halfway through. And so there's still a ways to go yet. I was thinking there was 12 chapters, and I was like, man, that's going to be... We're racing towards the finish line. But no, there's 16. So we've got plenty of time to sort everything out and make friends with everybody and maybe kiss Raiden again. I don't know. It'll be exciting. We'll find out. So... Once again, my name is Anna Mordal. Thank you for watching these, if you're watching them. And like I said, check out Griffin's playlist, because they've got a whole bunch of Endless Summer is what it's called, being added. And I know it looks like a cutesy, romancy novel with like people in beach outfits on the front, but it's actually some kind of weird thriller where you go to an island on vacation and everyone who should be there is not there anymore. And there's like genetically modified species and I don't know. Like, we don't know if it's a zombie outbreak or if, like, it's Jurassic Park gone horribly wrong or what. So, it's been really cool so far. So, you gotta come play, gotta come watch Griffin's Let's Play because it's really good. I was put off by the cover because I was like, that's kind of romance beach novel-y thing. Not that there's anything wrong with a romance beach novel, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think I would get that into it. But no, it's some kind of thriller. So, with, bikinis. But I like bikinis, so it works. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. It's what I do. I will see you in the next Let's Play. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Bye-bye.